Do you know that amazing feeling when you're totally focused and everything else just disappears? Like when you're playing sports, deep into a game, or even just writing something, and you feel super confident, like you can take on anything. That's called flow state. In that state, you stop worrying about what others think or even about yourself. You just become completely absorbed in what you're doing. You know exactly what to do next, and you feel really good about it. A big reason why we sometimes feel anxious or just generally unhappy is because we are too caught up in ourselves. We compare ourselves to others or to some idea of what should be, and that uses up a lot of mental energy that could be used at the task at hand. So how do we stop this suffering and get into that awesome flow state more often? The answer is simple. Treat life like a game. Think about video games. They give you clear goals, a structure to follow, challenges to face, and they require you to build skills. Now, all you have to do is to take out some obsession we have for video games and apply it in real life, whether it's business or your personal life. The cool thing is that you can make a game out of any situation in life. If that game is fun for you, then life itself becomes enjoyable because you start playing instead of being played. If you don't create your own game or your own reality, society will mold your mind to play its game, like going to college or getting a regular job that might not be right for you. This can lead to a lot of unnecessary stress or unhappiness because you're following someone else's path, not your own. Most people choose the easier, more certain path, but this message is for those who want to build their own thing, be independent, and live life on their own terms. Imagine life as a huge open world game, like World of Warcraft. There are common things everyone does, like earning gold, which in this context is money, choosing a profession, which is a career, and leveling up your character, which is yourself. The system we live in might feel rigged, but you can learn how it works and use it to your own advantage. The traditional path to success is already set in our mind even before we realize it. We often pursue goals that others have laid out for us, which sometimes keeps the old system going. A lot of the times, this secure path isn't secure at all, leading to too much anxiety and stress. But things are changing. More people are taking control of their health and choosing independent fitness paths. And also, the flaw in the old system are becoming clear. In the game of fitness, people are like NPCs, which means non-player character in a video game. They just do what they are told by others and never question their routine or diets. But those who question the system and understand the bigger picture can truly play the game and succeed with it. There are endless paths you can take in life, just like in an open world game. Your unique journey to reaching your goal is what makes you stand out. It's like a group of people at the bottom of a mountain. They all see different ways to get to the top, and once you've reached the peak, you can help others find their way. As you level up in life, you become more complex and capable. A common problem is that people stop changing. They stick to their beliefs and routines, and they stop learning new things. This means they don't gain new skills or open up new opportunities. By constantly learning, practicing, and taking up challenges, you can tackle bigger problems and unlock more opportunities. In a game, max level lets you move around freely. In real life, consistent learning and skill building allows you to do more and also choose your path. And beside the big macro game of life, we also play micro games every day. Now, here's what you can do to play the game of life not like an NPC, but like a real world player. First, you should set your goals. Just like games have big winning goals and smaller quests to get you there, you need a clear vision for your future and smaller steps to get you there. If the main goal is too big, it can feel overwhelming. So break it down into smaller goals, like what you can achieve in 10 years, 1 year, and even each month. Writing these helps you remember them and keep them in your mind so you can notice things that can help you achieve them. Secondly, you have to change your viewpoint. Your perspective or how you see the world is like a camera lens. It frames what you pay attention to. By changing your viewpoint, you can see what used to be like a big problem as just a small bump in the road. If you're focused on the main goal, distractions won't even register. When you think about a desired future, your brain releases dopamine, which makes you feel good. But when you're focused on the here and now, chemicals like oxytocin and serotonin kick in, which in turn contributes to that flow state. In life, your values are your rules. On a smaller scale, you can create new rules for everything. For example, if you hate going for walks, you can make a new rule to never step on cracks, which makes it more fun. Even something you normally dislike, like watching sports, can become enjoyable if you understand the game and create your own little game within it. Thirdly, you need to improve your skills. When you first play a game, you're usually not very good, so you need practice. Every game have specific ways to get better, whether it's pressing buttons, thinking strategically, or improving physical skills. How do you get better? Practice, practice, practice. Just like gamers repeat tasks to get better at farming for gold or maybe gaining experience, you need to practice certain skills until they become habits. To get into that flow state, you need a balance between your skill level and the difficulty of the challenge. If you're really skilled and the task is too easy, you will get bored. If your skill is low and the challenge is too high, you will get anxious. Boredom comes from focusing too much on yourself, and anxiety comes from being anxious about your skills compared to what is needed. To avoid this, you need to keep learning and growing. To have an enjoyable life, you need something to put your attention into and continuously improve at. Life isn't something that just happens to you. It's something you actively create. Just like when you create a character in a video game, picking their race, class, and how they look to match your playstyle. You need to create the character or player that will help you achieve the life you dream of. To build your character, use everything we have talked about. Have clear goals, understand how to frame situations, create rules to keep your focus, and always learn and practice to improve your skills and take on bigger challenges. And also, educate and reflect. We live in a time where all information is at your fingertips. If you have a problem, you can usually find a solution online. And self-reflection, thinking about your actions, is how you learn what works and what doesn't, guiding your future choices. In short, games help us organize our minds and also become obsessed with winning according to our own values. Every situation can be turned into a game if you want to avoid struggle. Your skill needs to match the challenge, and your perspective shapes what you see. Over time, you want to create the best character, that is yourself, that can win the game you're best at. And also, if you've been training, eating clean, and still don't look the part, you don't need to work harder. You just need to follow the right framework. And that's why I created the Iron Instinct. Because I see so many men in this trap, I created 2 clear paths that meet you where you are. Click the link in the description to explore both options and choose the one that fits your goal. One gives you the structure and tools to build on your own. The other gives you coaching and direct support to accelerate your transformation. Pick the one that suits you best. Let's stop looking average and start building presence.